one of the greatest players in history was cheated out of his career.
I noticed Mahmoud was not standing for the national anthem.
Am I saying that everything in America is bad? No. But wherever the bad is, as a Muslim, we don't stand for it.
Mahmoud never said, I'm gonna burn the house down, but the Klan burned his house down.
His willingness to take a stand, he should be celebrated for that.
Get a great offer courtesy of KG Certified and BetMGM, the king of sportsbook. Sign up using bonus code KG1000 and you'll get back up to $1,000, yes, $1,000 in your bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. That's for real. BetMGM's parlay specials, daily odds, boosts, fan-friendly promos make it the best place to bet on all your favorite sports. Download the BetMGM app today or go to betmgm.com and enter the bonus code KG1000. Yes, KG1000. And you'll get up to $1,000 back in your bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. Nothing beats a W at BetMGM. Bet responsibly and nothing but love. Man, y'all know what it is. It's Kevin the Truth, man. We're at the Hall of Fame in Springfield, man. Come on, man. Don't get no realer than this, man. Certified, man. Right. So we're here at the Naismith's Hall of Fame in Springfield. If you haven't gotten here, I suggest everybody to come in here. It's nothing but a ball of history. If you love basketball, we just toured this joint and I felt like this is my first time being here. Like, seriously, right? So much in here.
It'll never get old, man. This is the history of basketball. This is everything. You know what I'm saying? And just for me to be in the Hall of Fame and I come in here and I see pictures of the old with the new, this never gets old.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna always be that. You know, the fact that they got Spider 71 shoes in here. You know what I'm saying? He just hit 71 like 3 weeks ago. That's what I'm saying. This is just a wave in which the game is just constantly changing, constantly moving, and it's just always spectacular. If you haven't gotten here, man, make sure you get a chance to come up here. It's one of those ones where it's one in a lifetime. You would never forget this.
This is a good,
absolutely,
experience.
Absolutely, kids will never forget this right here. Make sure you catch your boy Truth with KG touring the Naismith Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts. One of those special episodes, you feel me? Let me start off. New Orleans was one of those teams that we didn't necessarily have on the radar, but when you look at their team, they was one of them teams that made a lot of noise, that was scary when you watched them on paper. Since then, and then too, I think they, like anything, we talk about peaks and valleys where teams are playing great basketball and all that. I thought they was playing probably some of the best basketball out of any team in the West. Now, injuries take a toll on you. And if you don't have your major pieces coming back from injury, then you already know that the teams are still getting better. Other teams are having guys that's coming from injuries come back. Look at the Clippers. The Clippers getting their 2 pieces back and how this changed. Now we see the Pelicans, they've lost 8 in a row since that momentum. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you don't have Zion and he's out. I think Ingram's just now coming
Ingram
back.
just came back.
So I think now on these peaks and valleys, are you worried about them? Or do you just need to get all your pieces back? Give me your.
My take on them is like, to me, when the Pelicans are healthy, they are one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the league. They got 2 for sure fire all-stars, Zion and Ingram. They got great role players. They play good defense. They're exciting to watch, but they just got to get healthy. Zion, it seems like each and every year he's dealing with something. And so I'm not sure how much confidence I got on them being healthy, because if they are healthy, even if they get healthy, think about how much time they stars miss. So, you got to get that chemistry back. You got to get in shape again.
Momentum.
You got to get some momentum. So I'm not sure, what they're going to look like if they're able to get healthy, or how many games it's going to take for them to get that rhythm back.
Right. I look at them and I'm like, they're the team at the end of the year that if they're around 7, maybe I'm gonna say 6, 7, 8,
And healthy?
And healthy, that's what it looks like. It looks like they're going through their peaks and valleys in the early part of the year. And P, I've already said this. If you're gonna go through like a down period, I'd rather you go through the down period in the early part of the year, right before the All-Star break. This is, real talk, this is perfect timing for them to come back from injury, gain some momentum. March is coming up. You know, March is probably the more tougher month out of everything, but if you have a good month of being healthy and guys in your lineup, nobody wants to see the Pelicans at those at those 7 or 8s, or even at 6. You know what I'm saying? Those are predominant places when you are talking about playoff positions.
But I look at the Western Conference and I see who at the top. It ain't really no team that I would be like, okay, this team is scary. I mean, there are good teams who have great players, but it ain't that team where you be like, this team could win it all, but they can lose in the first round. That's what I see.
I see a bunch of influx play. You know, 2 weeks ago, we talked about teams that was on 6-7 game win streaks, and now you look up and, you know, some teams like Memphis. Memphis is going through a down period where I thought they was playing some of the best basketball, and then all of a sudden they go 5-6 in a row. You know, we're talking about the Pelicans. They're up to like 8 games in a row.
It ain't really no consistency at the top.
No, it isn't.
Or no dominant team.
It isn't. That's why if you're Golden State, I'm not really worried.
Right.
I'm telling you, man.
The only thing they need to worry about is health.
Health, I'm trying to tell you.
I wouldn't want to play them, a healthy Golden State team in the playoffs.
No, not at all. But the Pelicans are going to be one of them teams that's going to be there, and when they're healthy, they're going to be scary. More than scary.
For sure.
The Timberwolves, that was 11-12, I think, 3 weeks ago, right?
Right.
Went 7-3 this last little stretch, and now all of a sudden they 7-6? Like,
they in the mix. They're in the mix.
Ant-Man playing great. He won his name in the hat when it comes to all this other all-star noise.
Yeah.
You know, him and Gobert's kind of been...
You know what I've seen from this stretch? Since Cat been out with Ant, he solidified himself as the guy in Minnesota. So even when Cat come back, I think he's the guy. He's the guy. He's the leader. He's the superstar of the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I think Cat needs to take a back seat to him when he come back.
I think they're on the same levels. I don't think Anthony Edwards knows how to lead just yet. I think he's getting into a rhythm to understanding his own game and how it translates, obviously, to their system. Cat being out, he has a lot more responsibility to score the ball, so that becomes difficult. But at the same time, that's actually training you, dealing with double teams, stuff that he ain't really seen, you know? So it's making them better. But I like to think that when your best player is not always your leader on the team. You know what I'm saying? But I think, what I'm getting at is I think Anthony Edwards has the ability to be both.
Yeah.
I think he has an alpha attitude, and he seems to be a team guy, but he is a what I call a go-getter. He's one of these guys who ain't gonna back down. He gonna compete at a high level every night. And I think if you got a superstar, it only heightens his play, but his awareness too. When they play guys that like, you know, the KDs and, you know, the Brooklyn Nets and the Lakers and all the, you know, the Bucks, he's up for those games. I wouldn't necessarily say that at this stage here I would call him the face, but I think the combination of the two makes a good storyline for the future. I think they need a couple more pieces. I love Russell over there. I love what they're trying to do. I thought giving away a lot of their grit to Utah in the trade for Rudy actually, you know, hurt them a little bit. But they're another team that you want to see full, healthy, and see what they're like.
You know what this tells me, though, when I see Minnesota jump, you know, to where they've improved over the last month? It just shows me how balanced the league is now.
It is.
You know, it's a lot of fluctuating.
It is.
You know? Yeah. Like even below that Phoenix, they was going through a rough patch. Now they playing well again. Right. And so they starting to climb. So you seeing a lot of fluctuation.
Portland started off hot. Now
they started off, now they looking like not even a playoff team.
Facts.
You know, the Lakers, it's a lot of, this is the most balanced that I've seen the league ever. because it ain't that team. You like, okay, that's that dominant team.
They gonna win it all.
They gonna win it.
Got a chance.
Or they gonna definitely be in the conference finals. I see Denver at the top, but like I said, they could be a team that could get to the conference finals, get to the finals, or lose in the first round to like a Golden State or a Pelicans if they, healthy and they near the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
There's so much uncertainty, P. I ain't never seen it like this.
I ain't never seen it like this.
You like it like this?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Why? Because of the uncertainty?
So, yeah, the uncertainty. It's like who the favorite right now? In the East, you could say, okay, Boston, they've been playing well, but look how Philly been coming up.
Milwaukee.
Look how Milwaukee get healthy. They put up 150 the other night as a full healthy squad.
Right.
Brooklyn with KD was looking like nice when he was healthy. They was making a push. Right. So
Kyrie,
I like where the league at right now. Dallas need to make a trade.
Dallas need a real move because I'm getting tired of watching Luka play
like this. Yeah,
like real shit, man. I love watching him play, but it's just I'm a huge Tim Hardaway Jr. fan. I'm a huge Dinwiddie fan, and I'm watching the absence of Brunson.
That's
actually
hurting.
looks
That's
like
hurting.
what in the what?
That's hurting now.
Like, I should tee this up because we're talking about the trade deadline, but we were just talking about how balanced the league is, but I can't not think of a more anticipated trade deadline than now. Like, it's possible, man, we're gonna see some real moves.
I think it's gonna be some real moves.
Who you think, we're talking about Dallas. You think Dallas needs to make a real
Dallas
major
need to
move?
make a move somehow. I don't know what that move is.
Christian Woods over there, he playing well this year. So you got a couple teams like Toronto, Van Fleet. I've been hearing that he's not happy up there. OG, I'm hearing that they're planning on shopping him. And then you got who else?
Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine in Chicago, man.
They not happy
I
with
actually
him.
like Chicago, man. I like that Chicago team, man. I was waiting on Lonzo to get back, man, to see how they look. Mm-hmm. But they might break up Chicago, man. I've been hearing Zach's name. I've been seeing I don't, you
They're
don't know
not really fulfilling expectations because when you see Zach and DeMar DeRozan, they was all-stars. And now they look like a team that might not even make playoffs. Lonzo, his uncertainty, he's dealing with his injuries. And, I'm hearing Zach ain't healthy. Zach ain't happy.
Right.
So
I don't know, man.
Dallas could be a team that could be in the run for Zach. I think Dallas need a consistent 20-point scorer.
He definitely that.
And he can feel that need. That's a team like this. If I'm Luka, think about it. Like, he putting up these numbers. They inconsistent. This team, he need a second fiddle. He's the only one that just ain't really got that.
Robin to his Batman.
Yeah, most of the contenders do.
Yeah, and if he in the West, he gonna have to have a Robin with him. I think Christian Woods is good, but you need another
like all-star.
Another dog in there that
like
can actually
right
go
there,
get
Zach LaVine is an all-star in our league.
Right. When you sit Luka down, you can actually go to the star and ride it with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dallas needs that. I actually thought Philly, before they went on this momentum shift, I actually thought that they actually could use a nice little move that can, it's like 3 or 4 teams I feel like can use like a cool little move. I thought New York could use like a move and help their whole thing, but yeah, man. This is probably gonna be one of the more anticipated trade deadlines of all time.
But it's hard to really gauge these teams because a lot of them dealing with injuries. So if you dealing with injuries and you that team like a Phoenix or a Pelicans and stuff, how do you know what you need if you on the outside or you right at the cusp of the 7th, 8th seed? Or you don't really know what you need because you're dealing with so many injuries and it's hard to really say where we at as a team. But definitely Dallas is one of them teams because they've been healthy and they still, but these other teams who need that player that can get them over the hump,
yeah.
They got to get healthy first.
That's probably the biggest. It's probably the biggest question mark in our league is injuries. Like injuries have totally dismantled all the teams, and then the guys that usually out 1 or 2 weeks, it's like taking a whole month to get back from stuff. You know what I'm saying? Those are momentum killers. I think that if the Pelicans could have had Ingram and Zion back a little sooner, I don't think they went on a skid that they went on.
No.
I think they had like some great...
They was developing some chemistry. Remember that at one point they was #1 in the West.
But you got to have your stars to maintain that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So the Clippers...
Ooh, that's another
The
team.
Clippers are one of those teams I feel like are like a nice trade away from being something real special. I know they got John Wall over there. Reggie Jackson hasn't been playing that great this year as he was the last couple of what we expect of him.
Right.
Do you think that the Clippers need a point guard? Because, you know, if you're talking about the Fred VanVleets and the, what's the kid out of Utah, the lefty?
You got
Mike Conley?
Yeah, Mike Conley. Mike Conley might come up. Like, you got Sexton. Like, it's gonna be something out here, man.
You know what? I watched the Clippers closely this year, and I just think the reason they deal with injuries, they starting to get healthy. And I think when you got Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, you don't really need a point guard. I think they can do a lot of the ball handling. I think they can do a lot of the playmaking. If they just get some guys that can be, if Reggie can be just solid, if John Wall can just be solid, you know, that's all they need. They got the roster, top to bottom. They got probably one of the most talented rosters in the NBA as far as depth, you know, top to bottom.
Team been together.
Yeah, and so, but if they get a chance to get a guy like a VanVleet,
man, you got to get Freddie.
Yeah, you got to get him.
What you give up for Freddie?
You got to give up some draft picks, some young players.
Clippers ain't really got no young players. They got Terrence Mann.
You got to start with Terrence Mann. You know, you start right there. You know, Terrence Mann, I feel like, you know, he going to be a player in the league. He already shown glimpses. So you got to start right there. Because teams, when you give up your vets, when you like, all right, we got to look for a future. So Terrence Mann can be a future, maybe some picks. But like I said, they got the pieces. They got defense. They got depth. They got
coaching,
experience.
Yeah, I like the Clippers. The big thing with me, man, is consistency with them. You can't get any momentum without guys being in and out of the lineup, yo.
Yeah, you can't.
They got out of any team in the league, they have the most up and down, side to side. I feel like they doing the cha-cha, goddamn it. They got them doing the cha-cha slide. Cha-cha.
Right.
Cha-cha.
They doing the cha-cha.
They doing the whole cha-cha in that motherfucker.
But then again, that's one of them teams, that's why I'm saying the league's so bad. They one of them teams that like, look, if they healthy,
you don't want to see them.
You don't want to see them in the playoffs.
No, 6 or 7.
You got Zubac down there, Terrence. Oh, man.
I like them.
I don't think they need to do nothing but just try to get healthy.
Really? You want to make a move into you want them?
The thing about making a move mid-season ticket, especially a major move, how often do that usually work for like a real player, like in the middle of the season?
That can actually help both sides though. If they get a player like Fred or Mike
but how
Conley,
do you implement him and then you saying we got to start all over with our chemistry?
Start over. He got to fall into what we doing here.
I know, but he gonna be a guy you gonna give minutes to because he can play.
Fact.
So how is that gonna hurt the chemistry that y'all gotta try to develop
or help
for the last 25 games? So you're saying we're gonna get this player, he a major player. Like when we made a mid-season move and got PJ Brown, it was just a small piece we needed, a small role we needed, you know, a guy who was strong defender, rebounder. You know, when you bring a major Fred VanVleet, an all-star, so how you implement another all-star mid-season? And so he gonna be like wondering where he get his shots from, his minutes. That's hard to do. Not a lot of teams can make a run bringing in a major piece like that.
I think that if one team can do it, it can be the Clippers. Tyronn Lue, strong personality, understands X's and O's. He puts players in great positions to play. And then what I love about the Clippers, too, they all share the ball with each other. I think, Freddie at the Clippers, that's a game changer. And it changes the concept of how the West is looked at with him in it.
Yo, today we came into the lounge, we had a dope time. We placed a bet. We got to meet everybody in the building. The coordinators and all the people that work here were great. P and I got to catch some of the highlights. They put the highlight tapes up. It was a dope day. Thank you, Springfield. Appreciate it, man. Straight up. And shout out to BetMGM. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. Hey, man, make sure y'all come to Springfield. BetMGM Sport Lounge. Tell them KG sent you. Your boy.
Hey, y'all know what it is. It's KG and Truth. Picks of the week. BetMGM. Picks of the week. First time in history, we got 2 black quarterbacks in the NFL Super Bowl.
Nice ones, too.
Listen.
Ooh.
This is explosive.
This is
the shindig. This is the get on them to get on. This is the get on. This is the Sunday, Monday. This is it. This is for all the marvels. This is it. Listen, I just saw a motivated Patrick Mahomes. You heard the interviews on how he was pissed about all that Joe Burrow shit. He wasn't feeling none of that.
Goat Mahomes is on a mission.
Yes, he is.
Goat Mahomes is on a mission.
So is the Eagles, though. If you watch any of the Eagles,
the Eagles is on a mission, too.
Man, they came out with they just want to rock, you know what I'm saying? Doing all the Lil Uzi. Ooh, Arizona's finna be off the chain. Who you got, P?
I gotta go with Kansas City.
You going to Kansas City?
I gotta go with Kansas City. Goat Mahomes look good. I didn't see his ankle look good. He moving right. And to me, he's the best player in football. He's the best player in football. He may get the MVP this year, he may not, but he is the single best player in the game of football. You can't tell me nothing about nobody else.
Well, I'm at the nest, man. I'm going with the Eagles, man.
What? Come on, man.
I'm flying high, Lord. We going high, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Going with the Eagles, bro.
You going against Kelsey, who having a historic...
Say it again, Nate. Drinking that Screaming Eagle, you know what I'm saying?
What's this for? Hold on. What's the...
Man, you already owe me like 3 dinners, bro. Run it back,
Man, you owe me like 3 bottles.
At this point right here, stop this.
You owe me like 3 bottles of wine.
Run this back. Show me where I
need
was.
Screaming Eagle.
No, I'm up 2 bottles of wine.
I need a bottle of Camus, and then like some Silver Oak.
I won that.
Come on, man.
I won that.
If I owe 3 dinners, you owe 3 wines.
Oh, man, listen to me.
You ain't won every bet.
I have, though.
Nope. Come on, dog.
You picked the Bills.
This
when
the
it wasn't
ADD.
good.
This that.
See, this is when you stop the production and we go back and rewind. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We got it all on tape. But I'm taking the Eagles, and it's the Eagles' year. This is where we at with it. You understand?
All right, so what is this for dinner and wine? My choice, I need to go get me some, where are we going to eat at? Where we going to eat at?
I'm going to tell you where we're going to eat at, and I'm going to tell you what kind of wine I want to drink while we get that dinner.
I'm trying to think.
The Heat at Milwaukee, 8 o'clock game.
He been looking cool lately.
You like the Heat over Milwaukee?
No, I don't like him over Milwaukee because the Milwaukee's starting to get healthy. Middleton, they bringing him along slowly off the bench. He's been playing 15 minutes, but I just seen Milwaukee put up 150 on somebody.
With a 50-piece from Giannis.
Man, and he coming off a 50-piece.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, he looking like Giannis. He healthy again, Middleton healthy, and then quiet as kept. Drew Holiday been keeping them afloat. He might need to be an all-star.
Man, listen.
The way he been looking.
Him and Brook, man. A lot of people don't talk about Brook Lopez's production, with not just blocking shots, but being that presence in the paint, shooting threes, extending the floor. I like the Bucks, man. I like the Bucks. I'm gonna take the Bucks in this.
I'm gonna take the Bucks too.
Take the Bucks.
I got Bucks.
We got the Bucks all day. You got also Luka and Steph. Ooh, you got the Mavericks going up to the Bay. That's a good game. I think that's gonna be on ABC too. That's my CTV.
Luka
right
like
there.
playing against Golden State too.
He do. Who do you put on Luka?
I think they need a signature win.
They do.
Dallas need a signature win, and this will be a signature win for them. Because they've been up and down. I don't know who Dallas is. I don't know what their identity is.
Right.
So I'm looking for them to get a signature win. I'm going with the Dallas.
You going with the?
Yeah,
they're not good on the road. They're really good at home.
They're not good on the road.
They're not good
That's
at the road.
why they need a signature road win.
They're not finna get it this week.
You know how we've been on them teams where you got like, we need that signature road win. Remember we was in Brooklyn, we got that signature road win, OKC?
Kicked it off.
And kicked it off the run.
Kicked it off.
Remember that?
Right, kicked it off, like 12 in a row after that.
Right.
But this ain't that. I got Golden State. They got Golden State. You got the Kings going into New Orleans.
Man, I forgot about the Kings in the mix too.
Man, they just...
That's what I'm trying to tell you, the balance of the league is lit.
They flying under the radar too, man. Who you got, the Kings?
I got Kings beating Pelicans. I don't know about the Pelicans because bonus is 20 and 10 for sure. That's 20 and 10 right now. Write that down right now.
Double King.
As soon as he walk in, as soon as he land, that's 20-10.
Double King.
20 and 10 as soon as he land. You getting that for sure. Consistent.
Lay 'em, 10-10. At the worst.
At worst.
I got 10-10 for you.
Right when I get off the plane, they got 10-10.
Ain't he put the jersey on me?
Yeah, he put the jersey on, he got 10 and 10.
Damn. Who you like?
He lead the league in rebounds. I'm going with them. I like them young cats.
Yeah, the Kings playing
I like
good
the
basketball.
Kings, yo.
I take it the Kings, too, over the Pelicans, man. I think you need your stars. And then, too, I think the Pelicans at some point are going to start going in the direction of getting momentum back, players coming back. But yeah, in this I'm gonna take the Kings in this. The Kings look hungry. They're playing with purpose. Mike Brown's got them playing consistent basketball.
They're gonna have to get Mike Brown a raise. Kings ain't been in the playoffs in what, 20 years?
50 years. Facts. That's big facts. And those are the BetMGM picks of the week. Let's get it.
Aren't you tired of the same old boring lives? Let's go to the Super Bowl.
I'm in.
On February 3rd.
I'm taking this one. He's cute.
Best friends.
So you don't have any tickets?
Let's make a run.
Hey, let's go, Golden Girls.
Get into the best trouble.
Oh, thank you.
These are good.
Careful, they're high dosage.
You here for the poker game?
I'm Guy Fieri.
If you did this to give us something to remember, it worked.
80 for Brady. Only in theaters February 3rd. Rated PG-13.